now let's take a detailed look at our BikePlay Pro. The 5.5-inch display is obviously waterproof and has a capacitive touchscreen, so I can easily use it with gloves. With a simple Bluetooth pairing, you can connect your phone to the BikePlay Pro and mirror your phone's screen. And thanks to voice assistant compatibility, you can manage all the various operations in total safety. What you see is your display's homepage, where the various icons to call up the different functions are located. At the top, we have date and time, recording status, microSD inserted, Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth connection. Here on the left, we find the icon for changing modes to adjust the volume, the display settings, and access to the camera view. In the center panel, we find the speed and the reading from the pressure sensors. Once installed front and rear, then the icon to select the operating system we'll pair with, the instrument cluster, TPMS sensors, and the app to check camera recordings. Entering the settings menu, we find the additional settings for our display. We can adjust the resolution and therefore the quality of the recorded video. We adjust the view of the rear camera. With this function, we calibrate the blind spot detection. Here is the activation and adjustment of the blind spot detection alarms. What is blind spot detection? It's a real safety system that will warn you if vehicles are approaching in your blind spots. An alarm will appear in the center of the display. Format allows us to format the microSD with cam on off. We'll activate or deactivate the camera. Rotate is used to rotate the display. In satellite, we go to check the reception status of the satellites, GPS and TPMS. We can reset our TPMS to default, and in help we have a handy installation guide. In system, we'll adjust the display language, date and time, brightness, audio output selection. In lock, we can enter a security PIN, disconnect to unpair the device from the phone, reset to restore factory settings. On our BikePlay Pro, an inversion will read the firmware version. In the camera menu, we'll manage everything related to our installed cameras. Touching the screen will activate this sub-menu where we can check the recording or force it. We can mute or unmute the recording audio, save the file being recorded, force the recording, take a photo, go see the recorded videos, the change mode we saw earlier, and the return to home. By swiping with your finger, you can view a single camera or both cameras simultaneously. The TPMS menu allows us to go and configure our pressure sensors. In this section, we'll select the alarm threshold for the front and rear pressure sensors. We're going to set a minimum pressure and a maximum pressure. Once our tires go beyond these thresholds, an alarm will appear on the display. We can choose the pressure unit, so bar or PSI, and the sensor temperature unit, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Right here, you'll see the real-time status of your installed sensors. In pair sensors, instead, we're actually going to do the pairing. By clicking on the set button, this screen will open where, after we carefully install one sensor at a time on our tires, you can then click pair. We'll find our installed TPMS device and we'll go ahead and pair it. In instruments, we have our main instrument panel, which is essentially our dashboard, where we can clearly and easily view important information such as speed, direction, and altitude. And then below, the pressure sensor values are also reported here. The BT mode allows us to connect a possible MP3 media player to listen to music directly through the BikePlay.